What if I told you that every single thought you think is silently shaping your future? That the words you whisper to yourself, those quiet little phrases, are writing the story of your life? Sounds like magic, doesn't it? But it's not. It's something ancient, powerful, and very, very real. There's a force inside you, not outside, not in the stars, not in fate, inside. It's your mind, more specifically, your subconscious mind. And every time you say, "I can't do it," your subconscious hears you, it listens, and then it obeys. But what if you said, "I can"? What if you started feeding your mind new instructions, new beliefs? What if you could change your entire reality with a few simple words, repeated with conviction? This is the power of autosuggestion, and Joseph Murphy mastered it. Today I'm going to take you on a journey through his wisdom. So, are you ready to reprogram your destiny? Before the world knew about manifestation, before affirmations became hashtags, there was a man quietly exploring the deepest layers of the human mind. His name was Joseph Murphy. Born in 1898, in a small town in Ireland, Murphy was a curious soul. Raised in a religious household, he was drawn equally to spiritual truth and scientific exploration. But his life would take many turns, across continents, across belief systems, and across inner awakenings. In his youth, he studied chemistry and medicine, but somewhere along the way, something shifted. He realized that no matter how advanced science became, the real healing, the real transformation came from within. And that's when he began to study the subconscious mind, the hidden force behind our behaviors, habits, success, and suffering. He wasn't alone in this journey. Thinkers like Freud and Jung had touched on it, but Murphy, he went deeper. Instead of seeing the subconscious as a place of chaos and repression, he saw it as a garden, ready to be cultivated. He believed that the thoughts we plant into this garden, our autosuggestions, would determine whether we grew flowers or weeds. In 1963, Joseph Murphy published a book that would quietly but powerfully change millions of lives. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, a book that combined ancient spiritual wisdom with modern psychology, that taught readers how to heal, manifest, overcome fear, and reclaim control of their lives by changing the way they spoke to themselves. You see, Murphy wasn't just another self-help writer. He was a bridge between the mystical and the logical, between the heart and the brain, between prayer and programming. And at the heart of it all was autosuggestion, the simple, repeatable act of telling your subconscious what you want it to believe, until it accepts it as true. Murphy would say, the subconscious mind is like a rich soil that will grow whatever you plant in it. Plant success, and success will grow. Plant fear, and fear will rule your life. And that, my friend, is where everything changed. Because once you understand that your inner dialogue creates your outer experience, you stop being a victim of circumstance and start becoming the creator of your own life. But let me ask you this: what have you been planting in your mind lately? Doubt, worry, or belief? Joseph Murphy taught us that it doesn't matter what's happened in the past. It doesn't matter what mistakes we've made or what limitations we think we have. What matters is the suggestion we choose to give ourselves now. Because once the subconscious mind accepts an idea, it doesn't argue, it simply begins to act. And that action becomes reality. In the coming moments, we'll go even deeper into the how. But for now, just know this: your subconscious is always listening. And Joseph Murphy showed the world how to speak to it with power, with purpose, and with love. Joseph Murphy was not just another writer in the world of self-help. He was a thinker, a teacher, and most importantly, a believer in the unseen power of the human mind. Born in Ireland in 1898, Murphy's early life was deeply rooted in spiritual teaching. But unlike many of his time, he was never satisfied with just accepting ideas. He wanted to understand the deeper connection between the mind, belief, and the reality we experience every day. Murphy studied both science and religion. He explored psychology, philosophy, and even the teachings of major world religions. Through this wide lens, he came to a powerful conclusion: that the human subconscious mind holds the key to everything we experience in life. Not just our emotions or thoughts, but our health, success, relationships, and even the events that seem random or out of our control. He wasn't the first to talk about the subconscious mind, but what made Joseph Murphy unique was how he simplified it. He made it practical. He didn't speak in complex scientific terms or mystical ideas. He spoke in a way anyone could understand. Whatever you give to your subconscious mind, it will accept and act upon. And how do we give something to the subconscious? Through a technique he called autosuggestion. Autosuggestion became the heart of Murphy's teachings. It's the idea that by repeating a thought, belief, or phrase, especially when your mind is calm or emotional, you can plant it deep within the subconscious. And once it's planted, your mind begins to create actions, patterns, and even attract situations that match that belief. In 1963, Murphy released his most famous work, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. It became a global success, and to this day it continues to change lives. Why? Because it speaks to a truth we all feel deep down, that we're more powerful than we realize, and that our thoughts are not just words, they are commands to the universe, sent through the subconscious. Murphy's legacy is built on the idea that belief shapes reality, that if you change your inner conversation, your outer world must follow. And at the center of all of it is one simple tool: autosuggestion. Autosuggestion is a technique so simple, it almost sounds unbelievable. Yet it's one of the most powerful forces we can use to shape our lives. At its core, autosuggestion is the practice of telling your subconscious mind what to believe, over and over again, until it becomes your truth. It's like planting a seed in your mind. The more you water it with repetition, the more it grows into your reality. Joseph Murphy explained it like this: your subconscious doesn't argue with you. It doesn't ask questions. It doesn't care if something is true or false. It simply accepts whatever it's told, especially if it's repeated with emotion and belief. Think about that for a moment. If you keep telling yourself, "I'm not good enough," your subconscious accepts it as fact. If you keep thinking, "I always fail," your mind will find ways to make that thought come true. But the opposite is also true. If you say, "I am confident, I am successful, I am calm and in control," every single day, especially in moments of silence, before sleep, or right after waking up, your subconscious begins to believe it. And once it believes it, your behavior starts to change. You walk differently. You speak with more strength. You take different actions. And over time, those actions build a new reality. Autosuggestion is not just repeating random phrases. It's about choosing powerful, positive statements and saying them with feeling, with purpose, and with consistency. This is how you create mental programming that works for you, not against you. For example, a student struggling with confidence says, "I learn quickly and understand easily." Every morning, an entrepreneur battling fear says, "I am bold, focused, and solutions come to me." Throughout the day, someone healing from emotional pain repeats, "I am worthy of love. I forgive myself. I am at peace," before sleeping. These phrases are not just words, they are instructions to the subconscious mind. And because the subconscious never questions, only obeys, it begins to create reality based on those words. Joseph Murphy taught that the subconscious is like a servant, and you are the master. But most people forget that. They let negative thoughts run on repeat, not realizing they are giving commands that lead to anxiety, failure, and fear. Autosuggestion gives you the power back. It teaches you that with just a few minutes each day, you can reprogram your mind, rebuild your beliefs, and reshape your life. Murphy's genius wasn't in discovering something new, but in reminding us of something ancient and powerful, that we become what we believe, and what we believe is something we can choose. While Joseph Murphy spoke in simple language, his ideas are backed by deep psychological and neurological truths. Let's talk science. Your brain is made up of billions of neurons, tiny cells that connect to each other in complex patterns. Every thought you think, every word you repeat, strengthens certain connections in your brain. Over time, these patterns become habits, and those habits shape your behavior, your emotions, and your result. This is called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself based on what you repeatedly think and do. Autosuggestion works directly with this process. When you say something like, "I am confident," again and again, your brain begins to build a new pathway that links to feelings of strength, clarity, and courage. The more you repeat it, the stronger the pathway becomes. Eventually, it becomes your default. Just like learning to ride a bike or play an instrument, your brain learns confidence, peace, success through repetition. This is why top athletes use autosuggestion. Champions don't just train their bodies, they train their mind. Before every big performance, they visualize success, repeat affirmations, and feed their subconscious positive commands. It's not superstition, it's mental programming. The same is true for actors, public speakers, and even business leaders. Before stepping on stage or entering a tough situation, they prepare their inner world. They speak to themselves in ways that build power, not fear. Joseph Murphy captured this concept beautifully when he said, "Whatever you impress on the subconscious mind, it becomes real." He meant that your reality is simply a reflection of what your subconscious believes. If you believe you're unlucky, your mind will find ways to prove it. But if you believe you're lucky, successful, and loved, your mind will help you see and create situations that match that belief. This is not blind positivity, it's psychological reality. Your brain is like a garden. Whatever you plant and water with repetition will grow. So the question is, what are you planting? When you understand the science behind autosuggestion, it's no longer just a spiritual idea. It becomes a logical, practical tool you can use every single day to create the life you want. Joseph Murphy's message is simple, but its truth is deep. Change your thoughts, and you change your world. Joseph Murphy's book is filled with stories, real people, real challenges, and real change, all through the power of autosuggestion. One of the most powerful stories is about a man who was diagnosed with terminal tuberculosis. Doctors had given up. He was confined to bed, told that there was no hope. But this man refused to accept that fate. He had read Murphy's teachings and decided to try something radical, autosuggestion. Every day, multiple times a day, he repeated one phrase to himself: "Every cell in my body is filled with divine health. I am healing more and more every moment." He would visualize himself walking again, breathing deeply, laughing, healthy and full of life. Weeks passed. His energy began to return. He felt stronger. His cough reduced. His appetite improved. Months later, that man walked out of the hospital healed, not by medicine alone, but by belief, by speaking directly to his subconscious, and planting a new idea, healing. Another example in Murphy's work is of a woman paralyzed by stage fright. She had talent, but whenever she stood before an audience, her voice would shake, her body would freeze. She felt like a failure. Murphy guided her to use a specific autosuggestion. "I am calm. I express myself freely. My audience loves my voice." She repeated it day and night. Within weeks, she gave a flawless performance, and later became a successful public speaker. Murphy's book isn't filled with magic, it's filled with mindset, and that mindset changes everything. Even today, we see autosuggestion in action. Look at top athletes. Before stepping into the ring, a boxer might repeat, "I am focused, I am fast, I am unbeatable." Entrepreneurs facing rejection say to themselves, "Every no brings me closer to a yes. I am building my success." Even in therapy, psychologists encourage patients to replace negative self-talk with empowering language, the same concept Murphy taught decades ago. The world may call it positive thinking, mindset training, mental rehearsal, but Joseph Murphy gave it a name long ago: autosuggestion. And every story, from the sick becoming well to the shy becoming bold, proves one thing: what you say to yourself becomes what you live. Now the question is, how do you actually practice autosuggestion? Joseph Murphy didn't believe in complicated ritual. His method was simple, direct, and incredibly effective. Here's how you can start today. Step 1. Write your affirmation. Choose a phrase that reflects the result you want. It must be short, clear, and stated in the present tense. Don't say, "I will be confident." Say, "I am confident." Don't say, "I want success." Say, "I am successful." Your subconscious only understands now. Step 2. Repeat it daily, twice a day. The most powerful times to do this are right after waking up and right before falling asleep. These are the moments when your brain is in a relaxed state, perfect for suggestions to sink deep. Say it aloud if you can, or silently if you prefer. Whisper it with intention. No distractions, just focus. Step 3. Feel the emotion behind the words. This is the secret most people miss. You're not just saying words, you're living them. As you say, "I am confident," imagine yourself walking tall. As you say, "I am healthy," visualize energy flowing through your body. Emotion is the bridge between thought and reality. Without emotion, the words remain flat. With emotion, they become powerful. And repeat every day. It might feel awkward at first. It might feel like you're lying to yourself. That's okay. Your current beliefs took years to form, but now, you're planting new ones. And with enough repetition, they will take root. It's just like going to the gym. One day doesn't change your body, but daily effort, it transforms you. So be consistent, be patient, be intentional. Joseph Murphy said it best:
Your words are seeds. Your mind is the soil. Make sure you're growing what you want. Speak with power. Speak with belief. Speak the future you want, until it becomes your present. That's autosuggestion. We live in a noisy world. Every day, we're surrounded by voices telling us who we are, what we can and can't do, what's possible and what's not. But the most important voice is the one inside your head. And here's the truth. You can change that voice. You can train it to lift you, not crush you. You can shape it to believe in your power, your healing, your future. It all starts with one small shift. Change your inner story, and your outer world will follow. Autosuggestion is not just a technique, it's a way of living. It's how you reclaim authorship of your own life. It's how you stop being a passive character and become the writer of your script. Joseph Murphy gave us a gift, a reminder that we are not victims of luck or chance. We are creators, and our greatest tool is right between our ears. So here's my challenge to you. Try it for 7 days. Pick one phrase, just one, something you deeply want to believe. Repeat it every morning and night. Feel it, visualize it, live it. You'll be amazed at how your mindset shifts, how your energy changes, how small decisions begin to align with that new belief. And soon, the results will follow. Because the subconscious doesn't sleep, it listens, it responds, and it creates. Joseph Murphy once said, "As you sow in your subconscious mind, so shall you reap in your body and environment." So, what will you sow today? The power is in your words, the future is in your hands, and the time to start is now.